Hi, it's the Trace again. I'm here in my bedroom, and I just thought of something interesting again that we were talking about last time about the rich always winning, and I want to talk about the game a little more. And I live on a farm, 1,000 acres. It's not the biggest farm in the world, but I just realized recently that you have to have certain things to make money, obviously. You have to have businesses, like let's say your factory. You have to have the machinery, you have to have the warehouse to store your goods, you have to have the facility, like the building to make the stuff, you have to have the trucks to move it. You have to have all that. So that costs money, right? And that costs a lot of money. And you have to have a lot of money to do that. So I started thinking, like with my farm, we have to have a combine, which is like $250,000. We have to have a semi, which is like another, I don't know, probably, I don't know, close to 100,000, maybe over. I don't really know much about semis. I just know combines definitely like 350,000. You have to have tractors that are over $250,000. You have to have all this, and you have to have land to justify it. Now, a combine can take lots of acreage down of corn. And like I think like probably like the average is probably like 150, 200 acres a day. I mean, it can do a lot. So for you to justify that, you have to have a lot of land. And a lot of land costs a lot of money. So basically what this ends up adding up to is you have to have a lot of money to make money. If you don't have that money or that foundation, then you're not going to make any money. You can't make goods if you don't have that factory, if you don't have any of that. You can't, I mean, it's, I mean, it's just like, it's amazing when you think about it because there's really not much you can do. And, you know, back in the old days, the 1800s, early 1900s, when a lot of people were starting to become rich and things like that, you didn't need as much. You know, you still needed those infrastructure, but the things were more accessible. There were still ways of doing it. We were still discovering things. There was still, you know, like the gold rush, you know, where there was ways you could get stuff quick and get it. Now everything's been cultivated, you know, and you have to have money to buy what's already been cultivated. And so when you think about it, it's like, how is that fair? Like how is I'm being serious, how is that fair to the world? I mean, I can't, if I want to farm, I can't just go out and farm unless I want to starve to death. Because 1 acre, like the cheapest, worst land you'll ever find, is like probably $1,500. So, and if you want good land, it's like it can be as high as 15,000 an acre. So, but to justify a combine and things to pick it, which you need to pick all that corn, you have to have a lot more than an acre. You have to have thousands of acres, which will cost millions a month. It's outrageous. So it's like, how is that fair? And it's like our education system sets us up today to do this and that and to be successful. But the truth is unless you're going to be a doctor or lawyer, there's no point in going, or an engineer, a doctor, lawyer, engineer, there's no point in going to college. Because those are only jobs that are going to justify going to college in terms of money. Because those are the only jobs that you're really going to make enough money to pay off your college debt and live a happy life. A life without troubles. You know, government jobs, teaching, all those jobs, they don't pay anything. And you're going to struggle your whole life paying back that debt. So, but what do? If you don't go to college, you end up working at McDonald's. So it's like you're trapped in society. And I don't like that. And I live in a family that this is unacceptable to talk about, you know. Oh no, you know, people can find their own way, people can do this, people can always become rich, you know, people can always find their own way, people become successful any ways they want to. And it just doesn't work that way. And I've tried saying that several times, but they don't get it. Oh, yeah, no, Trace, that's a lie. Yeah, you can do this, you can do that. You can go to college, you can work extra, but it doesn't work like that. You know, you can't work for somebody for 30 years and expect them to hand you over the plant. Because that's like I mean, like, it's just like you're just basically working to work. You're not working to get ahead anymore. And like people retiring, so many people that retire have to go back to work because their money's nothing. Nothing. They can't afford anything. Because I hate to tell you, $100,000 is nothing. $1,000,000 is nothing. And it's unfortunate. A phone is like $1,000. Yes, there's things you can do to save and things to do like that. But it's like if you're going to be rich, you're already rich, like right now. Otherwise, you're screwed. There's no other options. There's no other anything, and that's sad. But it's frustrating, and people wonder why people go to communism. And I'm not saying communism is the answer. It's not the answer. It never works. It never will. And actually, communism is worse for that because the people that come up with the revolution always keep everything. They always trick everybody into giving them their money and everything. But after that, it doesn't work out. They keep the money for themselves. And it's just like, how do you win? How do you win? And it's also like the richer get richer. Like our farm is 1,000 acres, which is a good sized farm. But for us to go up to 5,000 acres, we'd have to have a lot more, money and things than we will ever make off our crop to do that. And it's just like, wow, like even the rich and middle class and people like that struggle to get ahead because money's just so far out there. Money's just unobtainable. It's impossible to get. And everything you do right, go to school, get a degree, all these things that are supposed to be right, they don't work. All these things that are supposed to get you ahead don't work. So, I don't get it. I honestly, I don't know what the answer is, I just want to see what your guys' opinions are, if you guys agree or whatever, but like, I don't think what we have works. I really don't. I don't think what we have will ever work. I think there needs to be more opportunities, not really in the classroom, but in the real world. I think the government needs to somehow figure out, again, I'm not trying to go communist, but they need to try to work with the people and figure out, okay, maybe there should be part of land, like, have like 1,000,000 acres or something, and, whoever best deserves, like a lottery, I don't know. I don't really know. I'm just saying what we have isn't working. I don't think it ever will work. Money's becoming harder to get. It's becoming less accessible. I can't even speak, I'm sorry. Accessible. I can't even speak. Because I'm in my rant. I'm too busy in my rant. But basically it's like what now? And I'm like that now. Like, I really don't know. Because I don't want to blow a bunch of money on college and then not pay off, I don't want to do all these things and they not work out. So it's like, I feel like a lot of kids are like that, and I feel like a lot of parents don't get that, and and it's because every generation before us had a break, and now I think it's just hitting us. It's just finally hitting us to the point where it's like, we gotta do something. We can't just sit around and just say, oh, it will, go away, or, you'll get an opportunity. I don't think it works like that. So anyways, this is The Trace. It's been fun talking to you guys, and just tell me what you think. Bye.